Happy Friday, everybody. Jamie from Unleashed Omaha. So we got Ray, Nico, Dakota, and Harry today. Everybody's on an e-collar except for Dakota. We're just going to simply go on a little romp today, and I have a pocket full of food, a couple e-collars, and we're just going to show you what like exercise time or the free time that you would have with your dogs every day looks like going out, practicing and conditioning a solid recall. Recall is absolutely, hands down, one of the most important commands that we need. Harry, lay down, 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 no, Harry, down, attaboy. Recall is absolutely one of the most important commands out there. It's definitely important for when you need your dog back in an emergency situation, just getting them in the habit of coming when called. So I have a pocket full of food. We're going to just go out, let the dogs be dogs, and we're going to practice recalling each dog throughout our exercise / play session. When I say let's go, I'm going to be turning on the stimulation of the collar. The moment that they turn and come with me, I'm going to mark it with yes and give them a handful of food every time they come back. So we're turning off that little bit of pressure, negative reinforcement, taking away something that the dog finds slightly unenjoyable, to increase the likelihood of that behavior repeating itself, as well as positive reinforcement of adding food or toy and praise to when the dog turns around and recalls. So with further ado, here we go. Let's go, guys. Good? Let's go. Come on, Ray. So, just kind of let them get in the habit of getting a certain distance away from us. Now, Ray is new to the system. Go on, Ray. So, whenever we're ready, always be in a position to enforce and guide and show what you're looking for the dog to do. So if your dog isn't trained yet, that's why we have these nice 30-foot leashes on us, so that we can tell the dogs when to come with us. Okay, working Harry on a 5 today. Harry, come. Good boy. The second he turns around, yes, and mark it, give him a handful of food. Good boy. Okay, and let him return to play. Good job. Hi, Ray. Good. So there's just kind of that moment where they're out and about, freeing themselves up, being dogs, smelling, peeing, chasing stuff, doing whatever they're doing. Come on, Code. Good. Here comes the crazy one. Come. Come. Yes, good boy. Reward for recall. Okay. And back to it. Okay. And Nico is completely off leash, so this is eventually what you graduate up to, is being off leash and the signal still being the same. So Nico is pretty sensitive on her collar, so she only needs about a 2 or 3 for her recall. Okay, and all I simply do is, Nico, come, tap the collar twice, she turns around, comes, yes. The moment that she returns, I give her a reward of food. Okay, let's go. Good. Harry, come. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Good job. Now in the beginning, I don't hardly let these guys get 10, 12 feet away. Harry, come. Good boy. Yes. And in the beginning, I'll actually mark the behavior the second they turn around and start coming back towards me. So in the beginning, you say, Ray, come. Good. Good. Yes. Mark it. A little bit of food. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Good boy. Harry, come. Good. Yes. Okay. Good boy. Okay, let's go. Free him up. Let the dogs be dogs. So with the dogs that are maybe a little fearful or unsure of their new environments, I'm going to kind of let them branch out, check new things out, gain that confidence. For dogs that are super confident, I'm going to do a ton of recalls for the independent dogs. And for the ones that are a little less bold and kind of shy and not really wanting to get away from you, I'm going to do a little less. So I might go and do the really weak dogs, and I might do 40 or 50 with the strong dogs. So Kodak, come. So Coda is finished. He does not get the reward word, nope, until he's all the way back, sitting in front and focusing. Yes. When I get that, I mark and reward it and give him a little bit of food for his efforts, and we go continue on our walk. Good boy. Ray, come. Good, yes, good girl. Good job, Ray. So right there is an instance. Ray's very new to the e-collar, very new to the system, works on very low levels, and I'm just simply teaching her the repetitive nature of going out, branching away, turning around and coming back when called. Nico, come. Good. Yes. Good girl. She comes. I get a little bit of food for her and we go, okay, on our way. Okay. So we're out and about, just letting the dogs free roam and do their thing. Good girl. So Ray is following beautifully. Okay, Ray, if your dog gets a little sticky or doesn't want to leave your side, encourage him. Okay, encourage them to branch away from you. We're not always working, so letting them have a little freedom. Harry, come. Good boy. Yes. Good. And mark it when he's about halfway back. And so the progression is, I say the dog's name, come. The dog, I start tapping on the collar. The dog turns around. I stop tapping on the collar. I mark it with yes. The dog flies over to me, gets the reward, free them up with okay. Harry, come. Yes. He comes in, gets his reward. Okay. Good boy. And we go about our way. So you're back to being a dog. We're just practicing that. Go away from me, come back to me. Go away from me, come back to me. Go away from me, come back to me. In the beginning, always pairing it with the leash. The leash is a little, have that in your hand. You have your dog, you're getting ready. You say the dog's name, come, tapping on the collar. Also giving them a little bit of leash pressure so they know and understand how to shut that pressure off. And you'll see very quickly that they start pairing the electric collar with the leash. Eventually, Nico, come. Good. Yes. I give the dog the yes command as soon as they turn around in the beginning. Once they start getting proficient, I'll wait till they're a quarter of the way back, mark it with yes. Then I'll wait till they're halfway back, mark it with yes. 3/4 of the way back, not until they're all the way back, not until they're all the way back in front of me, sitting, and then eventually not till they're all the way back in front of me, sitting and focusing. So it's a building process to where you take the opportunity to show your dog, Koda, come. Good boy. Yes. Good. So the reason that we take those steps to from the marking process of right when they turn around to 3/4 or 1/4 of the way back, half the way back, that way we maintain our speed the whole time. So if my dog turns around on a recall, Nico, come. Yes. It will typically get them, when they know that food's coming, to a new level of gear. You're going to have a dog who recalls with good speed because the anticipation of food is on the way with that yes. So when you get that dog turning around on a come, and they turn around on it, I mark it yes. The dog flies over to me, gets their food. I do a handful of repetitions where I see that until I see the dog is recalling every single time on come. They're just turning around, and then I'll start waiting a little bit. So I say come, they turn around, they're 1/4 of the way back. I say yes, they kick it into that second gear. Go on, Code. Go on. They turn into that second gear, and then you never lose that speed. Koda, come. Good boy. Yes, good boy. So he's more interested in toy right now. He doesn't really care about the food. Sometimes dogs care more about toy than food. Some days are different. Sometimes you get a dog, some days that the toy reward is much more valuable than the food reward. And that's a great combination. You're going to want to use what gets the best speed, the best results, and use what toy or food works best for the dog for that particular situation. And that situation is subject to change daily. Some days the dogs really want to work for food. Some days the dogs just want to go out and romp for food and romp for play and do the thing. Go on, okay. So we let them do their thing. Come on, Ray, let's go. So Ray's following along nicely. Ray before would no recall, no nothing. Ray, come. Good, yes, good girl. She gets a marker, handful of food. I tell her, good girl. Okay, and then we free them up again. So this is just kind of a video of what I like to do. Like if you have a dog in the city, obviously you're gonna wanna go to somewhere like a dog park. I always tell people, like, start with that stuff on the outside of the fence. Go to the outside of the fence. Practice recalls with dogs on the inside of the fence. You don't have to worry about other dogs coming up interfering, but they're still there. Do the same thing in parks, around squirrels, around bunnies, around people. You have to show your dog lots of pictures, but at the same time you want to control your environment as much as you can. Harry, come. Yes, good boy. So he comes in. Nope. Good. So they're all conditioned to yes. All conditioned to say. So a lot of times they all anticipate that that command is for them. You work on individual name recognition later on. Ray, come. Good girl. Come. Good. Yes, good job, Ray. Handful of food for Ray. Okay, come on. Koda, let's go. Koda's just chewing on his ball over there, doing his thing. But this is when dog training just becomes awesome. You can go out, have your dogs off leash, out in the country, run in the woods, doing the thing. You condition this for a few months with your collars, and then you stop using your collars and you only bump them every other time, every third time. And then you turn into random bumping to where you might bump them the first time, second time, then you won't bump them 3, 4, 5, 7 in a row. Bump them once, don't bump them 8 times in a row. Bump them 3 times in a row, don't bump them for 10 times in a row. And then your dog just learns to beat the correction, And then eventually the correction's not even necessary because the dog hears come, they turn on a dime, no correction necessary. You're just simply conditioning, beat the correction, beat the correction, beat that by turning around every single time. When I say your name, when I say come, turn on a dime, haul ass, come in front, sit, get your reward, and then go off and play again. So until you have a dog who's recalling 95% of the time to where they're literally just turning on a dime, if you're doing 40 repetitions, your dog should be turning on a dime 37, 38 times. And then eventually you add more and more conflict until you have that dog recalling almost 100% of the time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions or anything we can answer for you, please email me, or you can leave something in the comments that I'd be more than happy to film something that you guys are looking to see. Harry, come. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Comes in, gets his food, and good boy. Okay, let's go. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend, and we look forward to continuing filming all summer long. So have a great weekend, and God bless.